Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is the deep analysis for Bitcoin. We're back to the deep analysis every Saturday, guys. So we're gonna see on the monthly and the cycles for Bitcoin what we might expect next. So I'm gonna start with the monthly here, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's an impulse finish for Bitcoin, finished wave 1 or wave A, followed by a correction wave B or a wave 2, and we're looking for a wave C or a wave 3 toward the upside, which it should be in both case scenario an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, whether you are in an ABC or you are in a large 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Now, if you are wondering why this wave 2 is very, very shallow and you cannot consider this as a wave 2, well, basically, you can do this because if you go back, of course, to the normal chart, which is, of course, the linear chart, your wave 2 is very, very deep. Of course, after having a large wave 1, 2, and you're looking, of course, for another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside here for Bitcoin on the linear. But of course, on the logarithmic, it gives us the chance, of course, to see it from another perspective and also to count much more healthier the waves there for as per Elliott Wave, of course. So now currently we have finished the bull run that we got, of course, lately as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave 1, and we're looking for a wave 2 over there. If you remember that we are looking for this red box 0.38 Fibonacci level, at least 56k, and even I would say 52k can be very, very possible in between even the 0.5, 0.38, 44k, or 56k. Well, if we are going even deeper, it is possible, of course, a wave 2 can go even deeper if it wants to, meaning, of course, an ABC there, where we might get a very deep potential scenario here. However, for an ABC zigzag, don't forget that you need an impulse, and basically, and internally here, there is no impulse. I'm going to explain this again, of course, on the lower time frame, much more deeper. But basically, this wave 2 is hard a little bit unless this is going to be a deep WXNY. So the wave Y can be kind of like a very deep zigzag, meaning zigzag, another WXNY for a wave B, and then zigzag, which it can be very, very deep to reach the 35k 0.618, can be, of course, in between the 24 and 34k. This is, of course, the most scary scenarios that you might get, of course, in this bear market right now. So basically, this is the bear market. Now, in case we are looking, of course, to push for higher again, I'm looking at least the 1.618 taken from the wave 1, and at least in this area wave 2. In case we get it, then of course the wave 3 has to reach at least as well the $229,000 for the next bull run, which is very, very interesting, of course, for Bitcoin if this will unfold. Now, if we dive a little bit inside it, we're gonna take a look also at the channeling here, which is very, very important after reaching, of course, our 1-to-1 fib level here as a potential WXNY. Well, I don't see it anymore like that. Right now, I'm seeing this as a finished structure WXNY, and I'm looking even for another structure. So I would say if we take now this W and this X, and then we watch the 1-to-1 fib level, this is much more possible scenario here to reach for a wave Y. Even let me check if this is a wave Y. I think yes. Okay, so yes, this is the most important or perfect fib levels for a wave Y, that it might still range inside our base channel, and that's why we are back to it. Of course, this was a fake out, but what is very interesting and what happened here is that if we were in something like a 1-2, 1-2, and wave 3, and then wave 4 invalidated, and we don't have an impulse, meaning, of course, the deep correction here is eliminated, and I believe that this might unfold as another zigzag just like that. So the price is going to keep ranging inside the base channels. This is how it's gonna be this time. Our bear market is gonna be somehow like this. There is nothing just like drop directly, I believe so. but don't forget that it can be a very aggressive zigzag. Yeah, so it can be an impulse which is already started, and then we have wave B and then wave C to hit again this lower ground as a 1-to-1 fib level, 40k here, and then pushing toward the upside. Don't forget that this has to happen in confluence with our timing for the wave 2 and based on this bull run over there. Meaning, if we take here this bull run timing and we put it there, we have wave 2 time. There you go. So even I'm expecting more time here, so I'm gonna expand this a little bit to the right. There we go. So our timing is at least inside this box, guys. All right, inside this box, minimum target 52k. Again, I repeat, and also it can range even towards the 40k. I would say here. Let me put it in precision. 40k, yeah, almost 39,500, meaning 40k. So basically, WX wave Y is very likely to happen, guys. This is the highest probability, and this probability was already given since months, I would say. Yeah, so we were looking for this potential scenarios here that we might get, of course, in this area. So we couldn't continue toward the upside, so we took simply the confirmation for lower after it, and that means, of course, we're looking for a new low, and here we are. We took a new low yesterday, and we might keep dropping, of course, toward the downside. So this scenario has worked, I would say, perfectly, because we were looking for three ways anyway. After three ways down, three ways up, and here is why I don't see any deep bear market. It's because, of course, we are looking at an invalidation. Plus, if we dive a little bit much more deeper on the daily here, you will realize that you have here an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say this is your 1, wave 2. And when you take a look here, you will see also invalidation again as a 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidated. Let's say it's 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Even with this possible scenario can be, but if you take, of course, this wave at 4, and if you compare it with the timing of the wave 2 here, it's almost negligible. Yeah, so it's a very, very long time here for a few candles to alternate with the wave 2. So yeah, you can count this as double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but this is a very, very, very far possibility. In case this happens, of course, then you have to count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and then another 4, 5. And guess what? It's gonna end. It's gonna end up with another 4 and a 5, which is much more possible anyway in WX and a wave Y, meaning it's a confluence even with both scenario. And that means, of course, wave 5 might be your wave C as well as a zigzag, but at the end, I count it as WX and Y, which is much more possible, guys. And that because, of course, of the time of the wave 4. So basically, I would say this is the highest probability right now, and I believe that here something as an A, B, and a C is unfolding here, which it can be, of course, your wave Y. So the wave A anyway is not finished yet, and we're gonna dive inside it. So it's not finished, obviously, because of course you are currently in the wave 3. You still have 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, potentially even another wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would be perfect because of course we're gonna finish exactly on time for a wave 2, where it is supposed to be, of course, once we start a bull run from there. Yep, so this is why I'm very much more confident that this is a WX and a Y, much more than any impulse toward the downside that it can bring us towards the below the 30k, I would say. So it's too early to call this. I'm still looking for this area, guys. Maximum, I would say 44k, especially after you take this wick over there. Don't forget that this is a very, very strong hold area here that we might get, and we might start to see something to push for higher from there. Yep, so this is regarding the daily. If we dive inside it on the 1 hour chart, guys, so on the 1 hour chart, I was looking lately to finish this impulse. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is a 1, 2, 3, and I'm still waiting for this wave 4 and a wave 5. Now the price kept like dropping, I would say, yes, but basically nothing is impulsive, and that because of all the overlapping that we got in this area. Therefore, I start to look after a diagonal, and here we are. This ending diagonal is unfolding as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and it might, of course, get one more drop here before we start to push, of course, toward the upside in a wave 4. And that means, of course, this wave 4 is gonna take even much more time here. So this is going to go over there. For the price, a little bit of update here. Nothing has changed. So I believe, yes, of course, the price here is gonna maybe keep dropping, just getting one more low here, just like that, and then start, of course, pushing for a wave 4. And it's very obvious that the trend is slowing down here, and one more low is very likely before we push for a wave 4. So 62k, 64k can be back, of course, on the table here before we drop down again for a wave 5. So we're not yet done, guys. It was dropping down. Yeah, so even if we get a wave 4, expect this wave 4 even to be strong, because you have very shallow wave 2 here. So wave 4 might be very, very strong, and then pushing toward the downside again. And all of this need time, which is anyway required, of course, to finish all this correction there, guys. And then we start to look, of course, for a large wave B later on. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin, the deep analysis from the all-time history until the 1 hour and 15-minute chart. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.